Previously on Armed and Famous. 5 Hollywood celebrities came to Muncie, Indiana to become actual working police officers.
I suggest you shut your mouth right now.
Put your hands behind your back!
Recording artist and author Toya Jackson shared her story of abuse with a homeless woman and begged her to get help.
Get a better life for yourself.
Jackass star Jason Acuña busted a woman.
Ma'am, stop right there.
Who couldn't believe he was a cop.
Are you a real officer?
This is for real. I went through the academy.
From the Osbournes, Jack Osbourne chased down a murder suspect.
My adrenaline was pumping.
Get out of here, now!
WWE champion Trish Stratus helped a family cope after their home was destroyed by a fire.
You're safe, and your family's safe.
And international television icon Erik Estrada.
Mr. Estrada? Oh, man, you look good, man.
Made a big bust.
You are under arrest, Donald. Get in the car.
And signed one.
Nice boobs.
Real crime. Real criminals.
I said you're under arrest!
Real rookies with a lot left to learn.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What's that? Yeah, I want to think about that when he's in jail tonight.
These 5 celebrity cops are armed and famous.
Must be a nice road right here if we can find someone headlight out, something like that.
We were looking for traffic violations.
We'll go up and down this a couple times, see if we can find something real quick.
All of a sudden, a set of headlights started coming towards us on a one-way street.
Whoa, hey.
This is wrong.
Oh, you start sign.
Sorry, your headlights. Clearly, you know what's happening here.
Yeah, I just went the wrong way down the street. I've never done this in my life. I'm so sorry.
You guys drinking tonight? I can tell you've been drinking. The driver was not drinking, but the passenger, she had been drinking for sure.
You're a sexy bitch. You're one sexy bitch.
She just called me a sexy bitch.
I'm bothered, I'm sitting out, and I'm wasted.
Okay. No, thank you. All right.
I'm shooting Sailor Jerry, but I'm chasing with Diet Coke.
Okay.
Sorry, Dad.
Indiana, guns replace paparazzi cameras, limousine to police cruisers, standing sun to arrest the losers, from coast to the birds, protect and to serve. They're armed and famous, they entertain us. They're armed and famous. They're armed and famous.
6 p.m. The celebrity rookies get to face another night of crime fighting on the streets of Muncie.
I really do feel like I'm building confidence out in the field. I'm doing what I'm being told to do, and I'm making adjustments.
I have to say that every call we go on, my confidence level's going up. I'm sort of learning to know my role better.
I feel wonderful. I love going out there. Every day is a new encounter.
We're just brand new on the job, and we have to find out what we're amazing at and what we're not amazing at.
I'm really comfortable in the uniform and in my skin and in the street now.
Okay, right now we're going to go meet the sergeant. There's supposed to be an informant that the Hendricks County Sheriff's Department and State Police have. He's aware of a situation where a backhoe is going to be stolen tonight.
What is the term backhoe?
It's just kind of like a, looks like a little mini bulldozer kind of looking.
Okay, I get it. All right.
25, 106. Go ahead.
Hey, Jimmy.
What we got, Jamie, is I got called today from the state police. They got information that a backhoe is going to be stolen right over here from the school.
Do we have a name on this guy?
Raymond Baird, white male. He's on parole, so that's why we got K9 in case
Okay.
he takes off.
We're thinking they may be armed.
Okay.
Be careful.
All right.
All right. Thank you. The police had information about this guy who was going to steal this big piece of construction equipment. And our job was to just sit and wait until he did it and then nail him in the act.
What we really don't want to do here, K9 officers get sensitive about this, we don't want to be the first one in. Let them move forward first.
Let's, hypothetically, let's say we get there and he's got a gun. Would he send the dog in still?
Probably not.
Probably not. If he starts pointing the gun?
Do what you're trained to do. Just pay attention to where you're at. and the other officers that are around you.
All right.
They stay in it. Take it.
All right, here we go. Here we go. That's him right there.
I got it.
Go ahead, go.
Turn off the engine! Turn off the engine! Hands in the air! Don't move!
When this guy took off, I hosted my weapon and started to run. Energy, adrenaline, and excitement, fear, all these things come into play. But what takes over is your training. And I let the canine go in first, so I didn't get bit.
Where did the dog bite you at, man?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Let me get in there.
Kneel up. Get up on your knees, man. Stand up.
All right, we're gonna get you treated for the dog bite, all right?
Where did the dog grab you? Oh, there it is. Go ahead, Ron.
Where?
Okay.
Sorry the dog had to bite you. But you got the dog out there and you decide to run. You didn't have to get bit by that.
The person makes stupid choices, man.
Why are you making those choices? You don't need to be making those choices. All this for a machine? I mean, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Hey, listen, you know where I come from? I was raised on welfare. My dad was a heroin addict. When I was 5 years old, I was selling snow cones on the streets of New York City. You got a choice to do what you want to do with your life. You don't need to end up like this. So don't tell me you got no choice. You got choices in life. You need to make some good choices. You've made some real bad choices with your life, and now you think it's over. It's never over. All right, come on. Let's go. When this guy said to me, well, I'm not as lucky. What, I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth?
Good job on that.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Good. And you stopped right when the dog was sent. Perfect. Everything was great.
Thank you. See, partner? He gave me a good job.
You did.
Yeah.
Handled yourself very well. I'm proud of you.
You're a good teacher. Come on.
Ready to go eat?
Let's go eat.
I'm hungry.
We get a call for a female assist for a pat-down. So we check up this name, and she has a warrant.
I just arrested this gal. We're coming down here to pat down for breaking in the house, her and 3 other people, 2 blocks down from my house.
Keep your hands where they can keep them. She hasn't been searched for anything. She's got a warrant for arrest.
I don't have anything, and I have never done anything.
Going on up here.
Teresa,
There it is.
cooperate. It's going to be a lot easier.
Bring that up here. Bring it up there to her.
Doc. Stop. Get in a lot more trouble one more time. We're going to get in a lot more trouble here, all right?
Teresa, we're going to pat you down. Just cooperate. It's going to be a lot easier with you, okay?
Pull me up.
Spread your
There you
feet.
go. Spread your feet, Teresa. All right,
Head in.
get in.
I've done nothing wrong.
Every part of Officer Stratus' pat down tonight was wrong. There wasn't a good part of it. She couldn't get her handcuffs on him right. She's patting down the leg. She's not protecting herself from being kicked by the suspect. Those are they're fatal flaws. Can't happen. Your handcuffing sucked. Pat down was just about as bad. Things you have to get better at. You can't screw that stuff on up. You only have to screw it on up once. Get out. missed a handgun. Love him to death. He screwed up, missed a handgun. That's all it is with that. I got 20 years here. I don't want no more names on there.
Yes, sir.
Greg's wife, Molly, she's a sweetheart. She's the most wonderful person that you probably could meet. I handed her her husband's flag in a memorial celebration, and when I looked at her, see your own wife standing on the other side.
To recognize that we're out on the street, but we have to be aware of, like, this is not just training, this is for real, and real things happen out there. And that's a mistake that I'll never make again.
Coming up next.
Odell, were you planning on using the gun tonight?
No.
Right now, you're part of a very big crime.
It's 8 p.m., and Officer Jackson does a routine check-in with her mother.
Hello.
Hi, Mother.
Oh, hi, Latoya. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
No, I'm glad you're feeling better then, because last time I talked to you, you were sick. You weren't feeling well. I keep worried about you because I don't understand why you're doing this.
I had to do this to see if I could possibly do it.
Well, I don't think you're tough enough.
I have scars all over my body from doing this.
You do?
Of course, on my head.
You used to worry about a little scar. Anything time you get scarred up. Now you're out there doing all sorts of things. Carrying a gun, I can't believe it.
And you know what? I have to be honest with you. All these officers, they underestimated me when I got out here. And guess what? They were all wrong.
I would have underestimated you, too.
I know you would have. I know.
And I'm your mother.
You know what? My partner's with me. I want, if you feel better, you could talk to her and see how things are going. Her name is a girl. Her name is Amy.
You're silly.
Oh,
this is Jackson.
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about Latoya because that's not her. It's just the opposite of what she is.
She's doing such a good job.
Tell her how long you've been doing it.
We're very tactical and we're very careful, and my mother and father feel the same way.
I'm so worried about her right now, though. I think each one of you should have. You shouldn't even be partners. You should have a man partner, and she should have a man partner.
Well,
because they're much stronger than a woman.
We call for other people to come and help us when it's necessary.
Oh, okay.
Does that make you feel any better?
Yes, it does.
It was very nice to talk to you. I'll let you talk to your daughter again.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Nice to speak with you, too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I love you, Latoya. Be careful out there. Bye.
Bye-bye. You know, my mother said the other day, she goes, I think girls are the most ridiculous thing when they try to be police officers. They can't be any men.
See, now you can go home and explain to her, doesn't matter how big you are, it's what you know how to do.
We're getting ready to arrive right now. Odell and I get a call that there's a drunk driver being chased. So we start heading towards where he's at. By the time we get there, he's already, like, out of the car.
Okay, single left, right. I don't want you to just follow the drive. Keep your head still, all right?
And he's getting a sobriety field test. Is that crash stuff new?
We think so. Not real sure.
And there's just this young girl with a guy. How's it going, sweetie? How old are you?
Well, the 18, January 4th.
In what relation are you with this guy?
That's my boyfriend.
You got anything on you that's going to stick me, poke, or anything like that?
I have a 9mm in my, right down there.
Right in your pants. Anything else on you?
Did you know anything about this gun? This is a pretty gnarly gun. It's like the guns we carry. They're lethal. You don't know why he was carrying it either? Were you guys going anywhere tonight? Was he mad at somebody?
No, not that I know of.
Odell. Were you smoking?
No, I didn't even know it was in the car.
Right now, you're part of a very big crime.
Yeah.
Your friend was driving under the influence, which alone is a big deal. You're in a car with someone carrying a loaded weapon, and he could be saying right now that that's not his weed.
Are you scared? You need to be. You should be going to jail for a felony. You understand?
Yeah.
Is that something you want at 17?
No.
You ever been in trouble before? Never? Is this the type of guys that you hang around with?
No.
No? Then what are you hanging around him for?
I don't know.
What are you doing carrying a gun? A loaded gun, dude. Were you planning on using the gun tonight?
No.
There was a girl in your car. She didn't know you had the gun.
Yeah?
No. She said she didn't know about the gun or the marijuana.
Yeah, she didn't know about it.
She's your responsibility.
Yeah.
She's in your automobile. What are you doing with the weed?
Taking it to a friend.
So you just pick up marijuana on the street and just deliver it to people?
He's one of my best friends, so...
Have you ever been to jail before?
No.
It's your first time?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be a learning lesson?
Yes.
It is? What have you learned here tonight?
I'm looking to do it again.
Yeah, because second time's even worse trouble.
Go over there with that officer, okay?
Brittany? We're going to let you go. Just don't do it again, all right?
We don't want to ever see you with this kid again, okay?
What's your friend's name?
Danielle.
Danielle, what's her dad's name?
John.
All right, well, we're going to let you go with them. John and Danielle?
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
As soon as her friend's dad came to pick her up, she just busted out in tears. I mean, she broke down. Even though it was a bad situation, I think it was a good learning lesson for her.
If my 17-year-old daughter was with somebody like that, and that happened, ooh, we're in trouble.
Get out of here.
Coming up next.
Can you get me into rehab? Please, Officer Osbourne. I don't know how to live.
Hey, this is something I know a little bit about.
10 p.m. Celebrity officers are back on the beat and bringing in bad guys.
We're going to be looking for Emil Swallow. It's a big one. He's been arrested, if I remember correctly, 6 to 8 times. And at least 2 of those arrests were for domestic battery.
I have been in a situation with abuse, and I understand that situation. My ex was very abusive to me. I want this one simply because I just think it's totally unfair to abuse another individual.
So I want you to go up here and make an arrest. Okay,
there he is. He's at the So you are Emil Swallow?
Yeah.
You're under arrest. I want you to know that. Because there's a warrant out for you. I think you've been arrested over 5-6 times. There was a warrant out, and we went to serve this individual. And upon serving him, we knew that he had been in jail, actually, for abuse. Was it battery? Domestic battery?
I think so.
So you've been beating on whom?
And who was that? That's not her, is it?
Huh?
Is it this one in here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay. I'm going to have to take you in.
All right.
Please step out for a second. How are you?
Okay, how are
Okay,
you?
good, fine. How many times to your knowledge, has he been arrested?
This probably makes 4th, 5th time, maybe.
4th, 5th time. And do you know what for?
The last time was for battery.
For battery? Was that battery on you?
Mm-hmm.
What basically happened? What took place?
I had been asleep all night, and I got up around noon because I was working second shift. And when I got up, he had been up all night drinking.
Yeah.
And started in on me and grabbed a hold of me and threw me up against the walls.
Do not allow this to happen to yourself.
Right.
No, are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
It's very important that you hear me because one time, it only takes once, but you never know. He may draw a gun on you, he may hurt you, he may kill you. You never know. So your life is in jeopardy. Well, I'm speaking to you from experience. I have gone through that as well. I know what it feels like. I know it's very difficult to get out of that situation. And I know we defend people like him when the police come around. I know we say, oh, he didn't hurt me, he didn't touch me. And it happens all over again. My heart went out to her because I understand situations such as that. When the police do arrive, you feel such a freedom, a freeness, but at the same time, you're afraid to speak out and say, this is what he's doing to me, because you know the minute the cops leave, they're going to abuse you again. So get your life together, think about it, think about what I said, and try to do something about it, okay?
Okay. You have hit me.
You tell her I never hit you, honey.
You have hit me.
No, I haven't. I pushed you and hold you down. But I never hit you, no.
He's hit you several times, yes?
He has pushed me, and now you have hit me.
No, I didn't. Just get out of my face. If you're going to say that,
Hey, listen.
I am not lying.
Listen,
You have messed
Emil,
up.
listen.
I admit it.
You ain't even man enough
Well,
to
she's
admit
been
it.
living at her mom's more than she's been living
Hey,
at
I don't
her.
give where she's living. You are not man enough to sit here right now and say, I have put my hands on that woman and I have a problem.
Right.
So that makes you the biggest that I know, right? You know what? If you sit here and say, I've done something wrong, I love this woman.
Well, what happens if a woman hits me?
Listen.
And don't even
See,
do
you're
nothing?
full of excuses, dude. We're trying to help your family.
She's going to talk like that.
She ain't lying.
No, she's telling you.
You're lying. That's all you're doing. And that makes you something I ain't gonna say. And you know what it is. You ain't gonna get any help or change your life until you sit here and say, I have a problem.
I think it's very important for me when I do encounter someone of this nature to speak to them and try to encourage them to leave and better their lives, because they don't have to live in a situation such as this.
So right now we're currently scoping the territory, trying to find Rebecca Miranda Bolts. She is wanted for B, felony possession of crack cocaine, which means there was a lot of it, and she also failing to check in with a probation officer. The house that we're going to, apparently this is where the girl we were looking for was last located. Very good chance she might be there.
Very good chance. Okay, we've been here several times. A lot of alcohol and drug activity.
607, we're riding right now. We are here at this guy Wendell's house, so we're going to see if this girl's here. It's a known drug house, so... Police!
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Wendell. Come in. Come in. How you doing tonight? All right. You know why we're here? Yeah.
I haven't seen her for about 4 days, probably.
You have no idea where she might be or anything like that?
She never could tell me, yeah. She's here one day and, you know, she stays here for a couple of days and then she's gone again.
You got the same crowd in here that was in here before?
When you walked in.
Okay. So they might be able to tell us a little bit more information. Would y'all happen to know where she might be other than here, if she were to go anywhere else?
Yeah, I got no idea where she'd be.
Okay. Dude, what a weird house. Well, that is what we call a typical den. That definitely falls under the category of a party den. I myself have been spending many nights in a place like that. I'm not gonna lie, we used to have one not too dissimilar. I've changed a great deal in the past few years. When I got sober and I realized that there were so many more options out there, it's something that I'm very proud of, and I'm not gonna play it down. I think getting sober is one of the toughest things anyone can ever do. Do you find it weird that I used to hang out in places like that?
I do find it weird.
Isn't that a little weird? I mean, I used to hang out places worse than that, actually. Just people laid out everywhere, big hands, drugs, like, it was bad.
What actually pretty much snapped in you to say, okay, that's enough. This is gonna be my life now?
I started getting suicidal, and And my parents approached me and they said, you know, we got some phone calls saying that you're pretty strung out, which I was. I started doing a lot of Oxycontin and pharmaceuticals and things like that. You know, as well. I mean, I was smoking like a quarter ounce of weed a day and just bad. And I ended up disappearing for a weekend after they approached me saying, we need to send you away. 17 at the time, so they could. I ran away and came back and I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Like, help me, please. So that was pretty much it. It was just the whole, I'd had enough. Couldn't go on anymore.
With Jack's drug background and with him being clean, I feel it's given him a new appreciation on the job and what we do as a well of, you know, he's able to look back and see where his life was actually going and where it's taking him thus far. And I believe that's made him a better person all around, not only as a police officer, but as just a human being.
607, possible location on Rebecca Falls, Hotel, Broadway and Centennial, room 244. 244.
Alright, so we just received some information that my friend is at a motel on Broadway and Centennial, so we're gonna go and we'll get him. Smackdown. So we beelined right for the hotel. Well, I say hotel, it was more like a trashy hooker motel. Muncie PD, is Rebecca in here? Huh? Is Rebecca in here? You need the door open? You Rebecca? You need to come with us.
Step out here for us. Go and put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Turn around.
For what?
Warrant. Possession of cocaine and failure to comply with your checking in.
Rebecca Holt. You want to go ahead and 1060?
I love you, Jose.
Not bad. 1060.
I haven't reported for 5 days.
Yep, and that's why you
I need a rehab. Can you get me into rehab? Please, Officer Osbourne. I need a rehab.
Well, you know, you got to see what the courts can do.
Well, can you ask the court to give me a rehab?
We'll see what we can do. You can put a request forward.
They won't give it to me. They won't give it to me. They're going to send me to prison. You think prison's going to help me?
No,
Jail
I don't.
Help.
No, jail doesn't.
Can I get a rehab? They don't give nothing.
You know what, though? I mean, at the end of the day, what's the rehab going to do? It's going to dry you out.
It's going to help me.
No, it'll dry you out.
Teach me to be sober.
No, let me tell you. Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second.
I've been using drugs since I was 17 years old. I don't know how to live.
Hey, hold on 1 second here, all right? This is something I know a little bit about. All right?
Well, I'm glad you know about it.
Are you gonna let me talk, or are you just gonna continue?
I'm sorry.
Okay? Because you're asking for help, and I'm offering it up, and you're just talking over me. All right. So listen. At the end of the day, let me tell you what a rehab does. Okay? All right. It'll teach you how to stay sober, but it's gonna tell you to go to meetings. Okay?
I went to a meeting.
You went to a meeting?
2 days ago.
You went to a meeting?
2 days ago.
You don't need to go to 90 meetings in 90 days, then call me and then tell me how you're doing. Okay? Because 90 meetings in 90 days is gonna do exactly the same as 30 days in a rehab. And it's free. Man, that's sad. Cracks would kill it, dude.
I want to stop.
If you go to a meeting and you stand up, raise your hand and go, you know what? Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I need help. People will come to you. And you just got to go back the next day, then the day after that, and the day after that. And I promise you, if you do that for 90 days, your life will be so much better. You just got to give it a chance, and you got to not hang out with your friends that you're smoking rock with, or shooting up with, or blowing lines of oxy with. Because this will only happen time and again until you're either looking at a long time in prison or you're dead. Because those are the only options you got left. I could relate to her level of addiction. I have lots of friends who've been in that position. I wasn't too far off where she was. It's tough. It's like, well, what do you do? She's obviously not learning. These slaps on the wrist that she's continuously getting aren't teaching or anything. And ultimately, to clean yourself up, it has to come from within. No matter how many times you can be arrested or how many times a judge can throw a book at you, it's just not going to click until you want it to click. Good luck, Rebecca. Go to a meeting when you get out.
Midnight in Muncie, where 5 famous officers continue to keep the peace.
Surf the anchor, got a 10-10 just down. We're down there.
We're rolling on a 10-10, fight in progress.
Ma'am, remember to give us a beat.
Okay, now be ready for this one.
Now, let me talk to you people.
Here, hey.
No, I will talk to these people.
What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened?
Because
when we were in there,
yeah,
somebody hit you. You want to point him out to me? Let's go get him.
Well, let's wait a minute.
No.
First,
No.
well, let's get it. Let's get it. A little ambulance. Take care of that, okay?
I'm not bringing you back down there.
Come on. Let's get that thing care of.
No, I'm gonna
Please do.
And when he said somebody hit him while he was in the bathroom.
No, I want you to get away from me.
Do you know him?
No, I danced with him one time.
I dropped him off.
Okay, and then he grabbed my jacket while I was up on the dance floor.
Okay, was it your boyfriend who hit him?
No, I ain't got no boyfriend. My old man's in jail.
All right, we're going to get him taken care of.
That's pretty wild.
I mean, he was stumbling everywhere.
So you think maybe when he was in the bathroom he fell and hit his head and then came out screaming and hollering?
Because nobody has touched him. Nobody's touched him.
He went in the bathroom, he fell, he hurt himself, and he was so messed up that he thought that somebody cracked him on the head. Well, actually nobody did. All right. You got a chair? Can somebody give me a chair?
Somebody said.
We got a chair. Now.
Bust me in the back of the head like that.
Hey,
are you the one that's out of the back?
Sir, let him go.
He's standing over laughing like that.
Take him down to the ground. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, sir, listen.
Come here.
Hey, sit back.
I want you.
Stop down. Clean down. Calm down, please. Calm down.
Calm down. Is he talking to you? Is she talking to you? Why don't you back off a little bit? Just back down. Just back off a little bit. I mean, he looked like, you know, it could be somebody's grandfather, somebody's dad, but he was totally disorderly. And he got a little bit rough, so we had to cuff him. All right, we try to talk to him, we try to help him, and now he's going off. As a cop, I'm starting to learn that you gotta protect people against themselves.
This is really good, isn't it? Boy, this is really sweet, isn't it? All right. I fell in the back room.
There it is.
Where you hurt at? In the back of my head.
We're going to take him to the hospital, I think.
Probably be a good idea anyway.
Get him checked out. Let him drink. Okay? For me, the big thought about this particular story is if you're going to drink until you get a nice feeling, a nice buzz. Don't overdrink to where you go into oblivion.
Yeah, I'm going to the hospital. Take me to jail.
There you go. Watch your head.
605, 2124 South Arlington on a suspicious vehicle. 605 information.
Go ahead.
We're just now entering a stolen vehicle report. There was nearly $20,000 worth of equipment in the rear of the truck.
Head on.
We get out of the car, leave the doors open, and we're just walking up, guns out.
Flank right, we man. It's empty. 605, we got the truck. It's empty. You wonder whose truck it is?
No, we're just coming up and working.
Nobody lives in the house right there, so it looks like they're trying to stop it or something because they hit their brakes and on the run.
Well, let's go check this out. All right, let's check the inside because they had like supposedly $20,000 worth of equipment that was in the truck they carried when it was stolen.
They said $20,000 of equipment in the back of the truck.
In the back of the truck. It's right here.
All right. I'll give you I'll shout out what we have. We have a spare tire. We have about 4 shovels. There is a couple gallons of gas, and the way gas prices are these days. We got this lawnmower or leaf blower. I'm looking maybe not $20,000 worth of stuff, maybe $1,000 if I was feeling lucky for the stuff in the back.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
I think is that a...
Ford F-250?
Yes.
With some equipment in the back?
Yep. This is we, man. Hello.
We found your truck on the side of the road.
Good job. We've been driving around looking for it because we thought it's got to be moving around.
As he saw all the commotion.
Oh, that's our truck! That's our truck! And it's the wife first. She's all excited.
We're from Farmland, Indiana. And, I mean, it's like 20 miles east of here. And somebody told us, I said, honey, let's just start around. He goes, it's a needle in a haystack. We'll never find it. I said, yes, we will.
Anything you notice missing right now? That looks pretty good. I mean, if I would have taken anything, I would have took lawnmower or whatever.
$10,000 machine right there.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
How do you feel now?
I feel pretty good.
You feel pretty good?
Yeah, I do.
Another day?
Anybody got a camera? Can we have a picture with him?
Oh, of course, sweetheart. You can have pictures. Todd, the owner of the truck, actually said, you're actually out here doing good things. And I was like, hey, that's what we do. Protect and serve.
Up next on Armed and Famous.
We're going to give them a police escort to the birthing center.
Oh, I hope the baby's okay. Is she okay? Oh.
Ahead on Armed and Famous.
Nathan Jefferson, fight.
So we get a call for a fight in progress, and they were saying there was a female and a male fighting. So we get to the scene, and we went out to question a few of the people who were sort of on the porch. Whose house is this? Oh, no. What happened here? You guys reel on each other, you two?
He influence on alcohol everything else. Why he want to snitch on everybody else.
As soon as the female opened her mouth, we knew that's where the problem was. Because she was like, I was like, well, what?
Now we're going to go on over this car. You're going to walk over there.
Come on with us. Come on with us. Come with us. That's right.
Come on. No,
I got you.
Drinking.
I got
We're getting you off the property. You're going to go on over my squad car.
Let me go.
That ain't going to happen today, okay?
Watch your step.
How much have you had to drink tonight, Danielle?
A little.
And how much?
Take a big deep breath. Blow.
How much?
A little bit.
How much did you drink?
Driving.
I don't care. You can't be walking around drunk. Where do you think that's acceptable? Well, you can go to jail.
I screwed up early on, and this time I want to make sure that I got it right.
That is my kid's daddy. I'm
okay,
talking to you.
All right.
No, it ain't all right. I ain't never been in trouble. Will you please?
When you're drunk and you're loud.
Do you have anything in your pocket?
No.
All right.
No.
You talk. Okay. Spread your feet. Temple was watching closely, and I had to make sure that this pat-down was going to be thorough.
I was very pleased at seeing Trish's pat down. She went right there with the criminal, moved herself off to the side, which was a big issue with us about being kicked. I didn't want her being kicked. I hope this is a trend of things to come. Sit down.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Starting a fight. Danielle. Not right now, hon. We got to get on it.
Gotta go.
Okay?
See that?
Thank you. All right.
Autograph. My boy's one.
Doesn't change anything.
No.
No.
There's a baby that's just been born in a car. Get them to the birthing center right away. Mother and child are in a green Chrysler Sebring coming down Highway 18.
Kessler and I get a call that a lady is having a baby.
That's them. Here they are.
We see the car, and this lady has already had the baby in the car.
So we're going to give them a police escort into town to the birthing center.
Oh, I hope the baby's okay.
This is the place where she was originally trying to get to.
This is it right here?
Uh-huh.
Just let's pop in here real fast.
So they're ready. So let's jump out and see what we can do to
Here's the chair.
help her.
Hi, how are you? Are you okay? Is she okay? Oh my, here, let's zip her out.
Tell me what's going on.
Let's cover the baby's head. Can I help you with her? Thank you. Yeah.
Bless her heart.
Oh, here's the chair. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Hold your legs, Jeff.
Does the one get the door? Oh, there you go. Up and over. Okay. Look at that. Yes.
She was trying to nurse already. So
She was? Oh, that's amazing. Look at that. Well, it was such a wonderful sight to see. Just beautiful, actually.
It was really fast, so it came down.
The baby just came out?
Yeah, like I didn't push her out or anything.
Okay, here you go. Ready to cut it? I'm just going to cut the cord. There you go, and there you go. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Carrie, I'm not They come right out nursing, don't they?
My partner, Kessler, is a very tough cookie, actually, and she's very strong. To see Kessler cry was just... I said, wow, there is a heart somewhere in there. You want to see your baby?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
This is your baby. Look at her.
Oh.
Look at that. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. There it is.
Hi, sweetie.
How sweet. I don't know what you're naming it. What are you going to name her?
We're not sure. I think we're leaning towards Lorna.
Okay, you got to put LaToya somewhere in there.
I got to put LaToya somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Unexpected, totally unexpected.
Bye-bye, guys. Congratulations. This is definitely one experience in Muncie that I will never, ever forget. You can home as well. Bye-bye. Bye. So, did you hear about LaToya? She got a last-minute emergency call.
Is that why she's not here?
Yeah. Miss Jackson is helping deliver a baby.
Oh, wow. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. A baby. She's LaToya delivering a baby.
Isn't that crazy?
Can you imagine that? Well, maybe they'll call it LaToya.
Once again, we arrived home safe.
And
Served and protected the streets of Muncie, Indiana.
To LaToya Jackson.
Yeah.
LaToya Jackson.
And the new baby.
Knock, knock. LaToya. I found the baby to see you. Oh my God.
I was very excited to see the baby again in a different circumstance.
I knew we slowed down a little bit, but I knew that you guys helped us through the red light.
Right, of course.
Because we never stopped, so that was very...
We took you all the way there. We rescued you there.
If you ever need a babysitter?
Sure. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Guys. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Check. 606, 261.
Just smell that. Just smell how fresh that is. Isn't that nice?
It is nice.
This Monday night,
All right, fellas, let's bring it in.
the boys are showing off their skills.
Pace yourself, baby. No, he didn't.
But New York's looking for someone who's really got game.
I would love for you guys to just fill me up.
He's rubbing it. He's getting me like, oh. Once I'm off. I'm off.
I Love New York. An all-new episode this Monday night at 9, only on VH1. For more crazy scenes, go to VSpot at VH1.com.